So we're gonna focus on stretching the forearms and then doing some hand mobility. First, we're gonna stretch the forearms. So we're gonna go fingers pointing down or palm facing down, and I'm gonna flex the wrist. I can use my other hand to hold it, and I'm gonna hold for 3 nice deep breaths. So typically when I hold a stretch, I'll hold it for 3 to 5 breaths, and then I'll open and close the fingers in this position. I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna bend the elbow. So I gotta make sure my shoulder doesn't hike, and I bring the elbow into the side, and then I'm gonna close and straighten the fingers again. So I would repeat this on the other side. Now, if my palm was still facing down towards the floor, I can also extend the wrist. And I'm gonna use my other hand to draw the fingers up. And again, I would hold for 3 to 5 breaths, and then bring the elbow into the side and repeat it again for 3 to 5 breaths. And then again, repeat on the other side. Then I'm gonna repeat this again, but this time my palm is facing up towards the ceiling. And I typically just do wrist extension in this position. So I'm gonna draw the fingertips down towards the floor. And I'm keeping that elbow straight, and then I'll bend and straighten the fingers. Again, I'll hold it for 3 to 5 breaths, and then I'll bring the elbow into the waistline and repeat. After I've done both arms, so we've stretched both forearms, both in flexion and extension, I'll do some wrist mobility. So I can do just some simple wrist circles. I also like to interlace the fingers and do more like a figure 8. And so I'm alternating the direction of the circle for the wrist. And I'll do about 10 to 20 of these. I will do some thumb circles to get some circumduction in the thumb joint. The thumb is a saddle joint, so it has some good mobility through there. And then I will do some abduction with the fingers. So I tap the thumb to each individual finger, just trying to keep that mobility. And just kind of like that tactile awareness too. Sometimes when our muscles are really tight, we can kind of impinge the nerve, carpal tunnel, and then have some decreased sensation. So this can help with it. Then we can also consider kind of twisting the individual phalanges to create some mobility. So I take the tip of the finger and I just kind of pivot the finger, and I work on each joint, and I just work my way up or down. And I'll do like 3 to 4 twists and then move on to the next one. It feels good. It's kind of giving yourself a little self-massage into the shoulder joint, into the finger joints, into the phalanges. And then again, you might like open and close. To finish these hand stretches, I will put them down onto a surface, and then I will lift the individual fingers to give them a bit of a stretch. So now my forearms are extended, my wrist is an extension, and I'll draw the fingers up. So I'll lift the finger up, trying to keep its length. I'm not trying to force it. I'm just like gently lifting it up, giving it a nice stretch. I can feel it in the finger as well as the forearm. So as I'm doing this, I also want to make sure that I'm staying lifted into the shoulder. If I'm hanging into the shoulder, that's going to put a lot of pressure not only in my wrist, but into the fingers. So I want to stay nice and lifted into the shoulder girdle. And then again, I would repeat it on the other side. And those are some good exercises just to keep the mobility in your hands, help with grip strength, and keep that flexibility in your forearm.